Hello, everyone. Welcome to the part 6 of our Build a Career in Salesforce series. We're really excited to have you all with us. I'm your host, Piyusha, and we're organizing this wonderful series to help and support people entering in Salesforce. As you know, this is a bi-monthly series where we answer your questions, ranging from how to enter in Salesforce as a graduate to being an MVP. So every other week, we have an industry expert with us to solve your dilemmas. And this week, we have a wonderful guest, Houssam Saoudy. I'm sorry. So Houssam is the very first Salesforce MVP in Africa, and he is also an Salesforce application architect. Hi, Houssam. Welcome to the LinkedIn Live.
Hi, hello everyone. Thank you for having me.
So, Houssam, what's up with you? How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. So I'm very excited to be here with you today. And first thing, thank you for having me. And before we start, let's take a pause for a moment and say big thank you for all our attendees of this call. And thank you for taking this time to meet up today with me and for having me and giving me the opportunity to speak about and tell you about how build your career in Salesforce. And I'm very excited to be here. And maybe I can start by introducing myself. But before I ask you to make some noises, and please write in the chat your city or your country where you are connected right now.
It's a fantastic idea. Please, everyone, give a big shout out to Hosam and
Please
tell
write
us,
your city.
yeah, exactly where you're joining us from. So, yeah.
Yeah. So for people who don't know me, I'm Houssam Saoudi, as you know, and right now I'm working at Capgemini Morocco as a Salesforce technical lead and also a practice technical lead. And as you know, I'm a Salesforce MVP, the first Salesforce MVP in Africa, which basically mean I'm fully involved in the Salesforce ecosystem and the Trailblazer community. And the fun fact, I share my knowledge with in three languages: uh, Arabic, my native language, and French, my second language, and English. So I'm very excited, and I have about 16 certifications right now, including Platform Developer One and Application Architect, my favorite one. And as you know, I'm also the leader of the Casablanca Developer Group community. First community group was created in Africa. I'm also the organizer and founder of the North Africa Dreaming, first conference, community conference in Africa. And also I give lot of presentation and I'm flying around the world since COVID, when all things become virtual. And I delivered lots of presentations in the UK, US, France, Morocco, Senegal. And I'm very excited. And I love Trailblazer community and the ecosystem generally.
Oh my God, that's like you are so active within the community and you're almost everywhere. You're doing so many events. You're hosting Africa Dreaming. You're doing so many things. This is so exciting, Hazam.
Yeah, thank you. So it's a passion. It's a passion when you love what you are doing, so you can improve yourself, your career. So this is a message for everyone. If you love what you do, so you can achieve more goals.
Yeah, definitely. You're actually an inspiration to a lot of people within Salesforce space. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
It's so surprising to me. Like you are so active in the community. You're a Salesforce practice lead, and you're doing so many things. So how are you managed to, fit in everything within your day?
Yeah, this is a difficult question. mm, um, how my day is typically looks like. What I certainly I don't love routines, so I don't have a routine in my day. First things. So the first thing I'm doing, when I start at work in the morning. Like everyone, the first thing I did, so I check my mailbox and I respond to some emails. After that, I meet my team to start the job, and we start by our stand-up meeting for 15 minutes. After that, I start the real work. So I write code. I also did review code for my colleagues, for junior developers. I give some advices for people, and also I am doing a lot of meeting with customers, and I write a lot of codes, and also I help my colleagues, and also I train people. And after that, when I finished my work, I search a group, in virtual group around the world, in India, or in the US, or in France, to meet up new people, to make some new connections, and to learn, and also to share my knowledge. So I think my life, I'm fully involved in Salesforce. So I start working in Salesforce, and when I finished my work, I I look for a group, a virtual group, to say hello, and to learn. And also I learn a lot of things with Trailhead also. I'm a ranger 2 times, and maybe this month I will achieve my goals to become a 3-time rangers. And also I study for a lot of certifications. For example, just this year I passed uh, seven certifications, Salesforce certifications. And also I'm studying about right now, for example, about all things about DevOps. I'm starting to learning about Copado also. So if I want to resume my day, so with my day, it's zero routine. I love what I'm doing, and also I improve my skills, and I help my colleagues also to improve their skills also.
Oh, wow.
And I can told you, as I'm a developer, I have a developer background. I believe also any repetitive tasks is best automated. So I prefer to automate some tasks if I can also.
Oh, wow. That's quite a list, Hosam. And 7 certifications in a year. Oh my God, that's amazing. How you
It's a
managed to
lot of
fit
work.
everything in a year's time? It's too much. Seriously. Is there a secret to, achieving 7 certificates in a year?
Yes. If I can share my secret, is encourage yourself to speak at groups, in the developer groups. So when you want to share your knowledge, you need to learn something new. And if you want to learn something new and become the smartest person in the room, you should work hard and take certifications to learn more about new things, just to share your knowledge. So it's a motivation. And when you pass your certifications, don't hesitate to share your achievement in the LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook, just because it's a hard work, and you need the motivation. And the one thing that I love, all our colleagues or our friends encourage you when you achieve your goals, and it's a motivation. So if you love what you are doing, if you love sharing your knowledge, so you need to learn more. And Sadi.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that. If you love anything, you need to study and keep yourself updated with the world, what's going on, and everything. And also, like, I really, like the point you mentioned that, sharing your success on LinkedIn or Twitter or anywhere is really important, because sometimes, even though we're able to, achieve all these certifications or maybe get a promotion and things like that, still we somehow feel that this is not enough, we're not doing a good job. But if you get comments from your friends or your family, and you get some motivation from the community, it's always good for you. So don't hesitate in sharing on social media and other places. So
Sure,
that's
yeah,
really good.
absolutely.
So I do understand that you are a developer, you're from a coding background, but can you please take us through the different non-coding career options in Salesforce?
Yeah, sure. Uh, the first thing, the good news, even if you have no coding background, you can become also a developer. So you just need to have a motivation, and you work. And there are a lot of fields that you can work. For example, you can become a Salesforce administrator, even if also it's a technical role, but you don't need to code. You just need to drag and drop, and you can work with Salesforce. And if you love to help your team to be efficient and on the top of things, you are one that and you want to help your team to automate some business use cases, you can become a Salesforce administrator. But the one things that I will mention, you need to have also some skills. For example, you need to have a good communications. You should have also a good writing skills. You should have a problem solving skills also. And also you need to have some project management skills. And you should pay attention to details also. And for technical skills, as you know, you need to know how to work with the flows, with process builder, how to make some validation rules, for example, how to automate business processes. So this is one of the role for no coding people background. And there are also a second role. The second role, for example, business analyst roles. So there are also steps for people who don't want to write code. And if you want to become a business analyst, also you need to have a very good communication skills. And also you need to meet with customers. You need also pay attention to details, and you should love data and providing key business insights based on analyzing multiple data sources, for example. You should also have a leadership background or mindset. You should take initiative to identify what the business should be tracking and evaluating. And this is a good role for people who don't want to code or write code. And also, there are lot of careers like marketers. You can become also a marketers and work with Salesforce without writing a code. You can also become a sales career, so you can sell Salesforce for people. You can become also a Salesforce consultant. You should advise your customers, giving the best things, best solution for your client. And if you want to tackle complex business challenges and solve them through business improvements, you should choose to become a consultant. And you can work with a lot of products like Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Field Service Cloud. Also, there are many products that you can work with. You can also work as an architect. You can become a solution architect also, if you even if you don't have a coding background. You can also become a technical architect maybe. And you can, as I mentioned, you can become also a developer. I know a lot of people, a lot of friends that they never studied some languages at schools, but with Trailhead, you can become a developer now and starting writing your first code. And if I can give you some advice, any advice, so look for people who can inspire you, study for certifications, so you can become Salesforce developer. And you can look on YouTube. I know one of my friends, Janet in California. She delivered one topics about from zero to PD1. And I ask people to, if you want to start your journey as a developer or become a Salesforce developer certified, you need to watch this video, this this session.
Okay. Well, that's a really wide variety of career opportunities available within Salesforce. So you mentioned that people can still become a technical architect even though they're into non-coding background. Can you please elaborate on how one can become a technical architect, which is like a very difficult certification to achieve?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's define what a technical architect look like. So the technical architect first is the rare combination of advanced technical skills and incredible managerial abilities. So you need to work as a technical person, but also you need to have the managerial abilities and the background. So you can become a technical architect just with experience. As I mentioned, you don't need to write code to become an architect, but I can advise you uh, to start just to learn with learn Apex code, just to understand what happened and help your team. Because if you are a technical architect, for me, for me, you need to have a little bit some knowledge about code and technical background, and you can also become a CTA. Even if you are not a very good developer, but you have a minimum of knowledge to write code. And you can become a CTA, Salesforce Technical Architect certified. There are a path. For example, you need to have app builder certification, developer one certification, sharing and visibility certification, and also data management. And when you took and you pass those four certifications, you become automatically a Salesforce technical architect, the first one. After that, you can start the second step and become a Salesforce system architect. And you need to learn about deployment, SFDX, DevOps, and after that you can learn about identity to become Salesforce system architect. And also you need to have four certifications, including platform developer one. As you can maybe see, I mentioned developer one a lot of times because it's a good certifications, and I advise all people connected with us today. You may, even if you are an admin, start to looking for some writing some Apex code, automating some simple logics with Apex, just to understand what happened. And when you have Salesforce application architect and Salesforce system architect, you need to start to work on with your big certifications. It's the hardest one, the Salesforce application architect, and it took times to become a Salesforce technical architect. It's expensive one, but you can do it. You can do it if you want. Uh, for me personally, I have this goal for future. Right now, I'm application architect, and I hope I became this year also a Salesforce system architect. I need only one certification to become a Salesforce system architect, and after that, I will start to studying and sharing also my knowledge with my architecture knowledge, also with community to motivate me to learn more. And after that, I can take these hard certifications. So I hope you help me all to pass this certification. Maybe next 2 years. I don't know.
Well, we wish you all the best in your future certifications, and I'm sure everybody is just hoping for you to get all the certifications, and hopefully, we'll see you as a certified technical architect soon.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for sharing such valuable information with us. So, last question before we'll take questions from the audience. What career advice would you give to the young professionals who want to build a successful career in Salesforce?
Yes, if I want to advise you, the first thing you should know yourself. You love code, you love marketing, you love which product you love more. Just to become the expert one for this domain, and look for what can motivate you. For example, if there are some developer group, some events that can inspire you, look for people who can also inspire you. You can attend meetings like that, like our meeting today. And also, you should plan your career. You need to look what can inspire you, what things that can help you to become also certified. Also look for companies that can help you. If you don't learn, yeah, for example, at I don't know, if you don't learn something new at work, look for new job to learn more. This is advice for everyone today. And if you learn something good, stay with your company, even if you receive a new offer with a good salary. But if you learn something, it's also very good. And plan an agenda, and maybe you can also take a plan to pass some certifications. For example, at least one certification per year, at least. And also, I encourage people to learn at Trailhead. In Trailhead, there are lots of amazing models. For me, I started my career as a Salesforce developer before Trailhead, and it was hard. It was a PDF with a lot of pages, so the life wasn't easy. But now the life is easy. You can start your career, your plan, motivate yourself, look for people who can motivate you, connect with also Salesforce MVPs, ask questions, share your knowledge. So this is the secret if you want to have a good career in Salesforce or at any other technologies like Java, like Oracle Database Administrator. You should love what are doing.
Yeah, definitely. And it goes for every industry, but specifically with Salesforce, I would say, the Salesforce community is so helpful. Everybody just wants to, help each other person out. So don't hesitate. Just ask questions to MVPs or your colleagues or your friend, or maybe even you can post questions in Trailhead or in different Salesforce communities. Um, so many lovely people are actually ready to help
Yeah.
young professionals. And Salesforce is such a growing economy. We actually are in a massive, we need a lot of new people to join in the Salesforce space. So everybody's welcome here. And the community is really very helpful. I really like Salesforce Ohana.
The secret is the community. This is the secret.
True. Well, thank you for this amazing information. Just a little about us. We're Apphienz. We are a registered Salesforce partner. We have worked with some really amazing organizations around the world, and we're looking for some really good people. We're looking for some developers, some CPQ people. Just visit our website, and if you feel that you fit into any of the roles, please drop in your resume. Even if you don't fit into any of the roles, drop in your resumes. We might have something for you in the future.
Yes, just I want to give some shout out for people or connected from Morocco, from Marrakesh, from Casablanca, from Knetra, and also from Africa, like Senegal. This is amazing.
Okay. Everybody, you are like an amazing audience. We have received so many questions from all these different people. So let's get started with the questions. So our first question is for someone. It's from Kranti. He's asking for someone who's new to Salesforce. What is your advice?
My first advice, Trailhead. Create your account on Trailhead. Search for your local community group, developer group, administrator group. Search for people. Look for people who work with Salesforce in your areas, just to make connection, learn more about Salesforce, and take badges and start your career to prepare for certifications. So the first goal is to create your Trailhead account and start to earning badges.
Okay. That's a really good advice because Trailhead has so many amazing resources available for free, which actually helps everyone get started with the Salesforce career.
Yes, and if I can give also more details, you need to become at least ranger, because you don't have experience, and you need to learn more about Salesforce. So for me, if you are a new one on Salesforce, you should become a ranger.
Okay, perfect. Moving on to the next question. Next question we have is from Harshit. He's asking about some advice with being a Salesforce admin and admin certifications.
Yes. The Salesforce admin certification, it's not the hardest one, uh, but it's not easy also. So it's your first Salesforce certification, so your first experience. So you need to look for people who, for example, have some experience, just to give you some point to you can read, and you can improve your skills, and also you need to take trail mixed administrator on Trailhead, and you can train yourself. Salesforce told you should have at least 6 months of experience. But if I can advise you, take your time, play with your Salesforce org, create profile, roles, workflow, flow, because this is the basic. And if you don't have the solid basics, you can have some difficulties if you want to go on the next step. So take your time. This is the base, and if your base it's not solid, it's bad for your career. So Trailhead, look for also for administrator groups. Also, even if you don't have any experience, you can share your knowledge. The community is open, and everyone encourage the others.
Yeah, really. for anybody who's starting, community is really helpful. And also, Salesforce has a really wonderful program for people who are just getting started with Salesforce. It's called Salesforce Talent Alliance. So just look for the companies who are associated with this Talent Alliance program, and they will be happy to, offer you some beginner roles or maybe some internships just to, get started, get your foot into Salesforce and gain some experience. So yeah, really good advice from Houssam. Moving on to next question. So our next question is from Mamadou. He's asking, can we become Salesforce developer without having good knowledges on administration?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can become a developer without having a good knowledge on administration, but it's not good for you. The the good developer is someone who can write code in the right time. For example, if you can build a flow, you should do it. You should write code at the end. If you have, for example, a complex logic, you should write code. But if you can build something just with declarative solution, you should do it. So my advice, even if you are a developer, the good developer for me, it's a good administrator also.
Yeah, definitely. So I personally feel that administrator is the beginner for everything. Like even if you want to be a developer or an architect or literally anything within Salesforce, you need to have Salesforce administration skills.
Yeah, absolutely. Even if you are a CTA, Salesforce technical
Exactly.
architect, you need your administration skills.
Exactly. Yeah. Even if you're not too much into Salesforce, but you're just using Salesforce, administration certification really helps you, if, like a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
And for this reason, as I told you, take your time to learn about administration. Administration. You have 6 months, but you need to have a good base.
yeah, definitely. Moving on. So our next question is from Ahmed. He's asking what skills are required from a junior developer who wants to start his career as a Salesforce developer. It's a kind of a similar question, but
Yeah,
Jose, over
yeah,
to you.
yeah. So, as you told me, you are a junior developer. So maybe you know already Java or PHP or program-oriented programming languages. So it will be easy for you to start your career as a Salesforce developer because the language is Apex code and it's similar to Java. So just motivate yourself, and you can join the Casablanca Developer Group to learn more about code.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. So you can learn so much from them.
Yeah, just join the Casablanca Developer Group.
Maybe you can share a link somewhere in the chat session so everybody can, just
Yeah,
have a look and probably people can join in there.
yeah, sure.
Well, thank you so much, Suhas, for your wonderful comments. Thank you so much, Parvati, for your amazing comments. It's a really good information. Um, Whoever needs this, please have a look on the screen. Okay. Cool. Moving on to the next question. It's from Snehal, and she's saying how to get eligible for Salesforce job. practice, and look for different
Exactly.
opportunities, apply for a lot of different opportunities, improve your CV, and some advice from Hosam now.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, you can become eligible for Salesforce job even if you don't have lots of experience. Just look for a company that want to receive some junior administrator or just junior developer. So you can send your CV for those company. There are a lot.
Okay, yeah, a really good advice. So we also received some questions which I'm not actually able to display on the screen. So our next question is from Nagma Khan. She's asking how to land your first job in Salesforce ecosystem after being certified. So congratulations on being getting your first certification, Nagma. We actually shared a lot of things during this event so far about how to get a job into Salesforce. And now that you have a certification, some general rules apply to you as well, but you can get some specific advice from Hosam now.
Yes, and you can also start your proper project just to play with your playground or your Salesforce org, and after that you can share your success in LinkedIn, for example. If you build some good application, you can share that with people with people who look for a junior administrator or developer. Just even if you don't have an opportunity to join a company, it's not end of the life. So just start your proper application or proper idea, and build your application, and also send your CV for companies, and you wait for this opportunity, but you work and you improve your level also.
True, very true. And also, like, my recommendation will be, start getting in touch with people on LinkedIn, because sometimes, just sending your application is not enough. If you connect with somebody personally, you might have a better chance of, getting a job. So don't hesitate. Just put yourself out there and you will get a job soon.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. So next question is from Teja Sai, and he is saying, "I'm a guy who's working in the support sector, and it is possible for me to kickstart my career. Did recruiters really consider my profile just by having skills in any tech like Salesforce, but not the experience related to it?"
For me, anyone can work with Salesforce. You can start as an administrator, sales person, business analyst, and after that also you can become a developer architect. So this is a solution that anyone can work with. So yes, you can have your place with our community, and just you need to work hard, and you can achieve your goals. So I encourage you to create your account today and start earning your badge.
Yeah, exactly. And also, if anybody is looking to, think about a career in Service Cloud, we are actually sponsoring a wonderful boot camp. It is free for everyone, whoever wants to join in. It's a 6 week long boot camp, and Hosam is also a speaker there. So you can probably hear from Hosam in like week 5 or week 6, I guess.
Week
Um,
5.
Week 5, yeah, exactly. So for all those who want to join the bootcamp, it's free. You will win. You can win a lot of vouchers and swags from Apphienz and some Amazon vouchers as well. I will put in the link in the comment section. For we are already done with the week 1 session, but the recording and the other bits and pieces are available online, so you can still join in and have fun and probably win some amazing vouchers from us. um, Cool. Moving on to the next question. This is last question of the evening. If you have any more questions, this is your last chance. Please put in the comments section. So the last question is from Senthil Nathan. He's asking, what is the great benefit of Slack integration with Salesforce?
Slack now it's a product. It's a product. It's a Salesforce product. So the first thing, and the benefits. We can chat with our employees, and maybe you can replace Teams with Slack right now. You can send a message, chat with our team with Slack, and also you will improve, grow your community because you will receive another people.
True. Slack is so useful, I just really love using Slack. It's so easy.
Yeah,
You
I
can,
love Slack.
yeah, exactly. You can share group messages, you can share personal messages, you can share any file or anything. It's so easy to use.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
And now that it's part of Salesforce, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah,
Well, all right. Thank you so much, everyone, for this wonderful event, for this wonderful evening, I'll say. But it might be morning for you, so I'm sorry for this wonderful event. Um, and thank you so much, Houssam, for joining us today. It was lovely hosting you. And thank you,
thank,
everyone, for making this live a wonderful success.
thank you everyone. Merci tout le monde. شكرا جميعا. Thank you.
Also, some important information. As I mentioned, this is a bi-weekly event. So, Dreamforce is around the corner. So we have moved our next session from 24th September to 1st October. So our upcoming session will be all about Marketing Cloud. So if you have any questions related to Marketing Cloud, how can you get into Marketing Cloud? How can you be a champ? We have some really amazing guests for you. So don't forget to follow us and RSVP to all of our upcoming sessions. If you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn or Twitter. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Goodbye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.